Today's news, K-Drama's glory days wane as industry tightens belt?
Are you one of those people that just got into K-dramas recently, or do you consider yourself an old school K-drama fan? For those of you that are Korean drama lovers, do you watch your dramas on Netflix, or did you originally get started watching them on services like Viki and Drama Fever? Were Korean dramas your original crush, or did you get into Taiwanese, Japanese, Thai, or Chinese dramas first? And do you find yourself watching more dramas these days, or would you say that you were watching them more years ago and these days your interest has waned a little bit? Comments down below, you guys, and let's get this conversation rolling. And what about you? Are you watching more dramas these days?
No, I'm really not. I'm watching a lot more kids shows than I am dramas, but I am still watching dramas and I'm introducing Robin to some of them.
I feel like a lot of people are in your boat. When I look at the comment section, people are like, oh yeah, I haven't been watching dramas recently.
Back when I first started watching dramas, you didn't have all of the different things that you could watch available. You know, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have TikTok, definitely. You didn't have all of these different streaming services where you can watch original content.
In this article that we're covering today, Korean dramas are really starting to feel the pinch. Even though dramas are being filmed, they're not making it to television, and that's because drama slots are being pulled off the air and replaced with other TV shows on the major networks in Korea.
Yes, KBS, SBS, MBC, and TVN have all pulled their main during the week time slots, and there's only time slots available now on the weekends. So with only 2 available time slots, Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, the number of dramas that are being produced by the major networks are drastically reduced. In 2022, out of 160 different series that were made, only 100 of them actually ended up going to air, which makes jobs like mine a little bit more difficult because I'm trying to talk about all the new upcoming dramas, and I could be talking about dramas that never actually make it to air.
But if it's not so necessary because less people are watching, then how do Korean dramas survive this downslide that they're experiencing at the moment?
That's the big question that's burning on a lot of people's minds, especially those in the big major entertainment companies. And I think this is actually kind of a good thing for Korean dramas. I think that this is the chance for Korean dramas to break out of this mold that they've created of dramas have to be a certain way, and to really branch off and to try to make the best dramas that they can, and also to experiment more with newer style indie dramas.
As a fair-weather K-drama fan, it does seem to me that when I look at them from a broad spectrum, most of them do seem to follow the same format: 2 girls, 1 boy, or 2 boys, 1 girl, and they are trying to fight for each other's love. Even though the stories are all written very differently, it's the same sort of format over and over and over, with the exception of Squid Games, which brings me to point 2. Squid Games was so drastically different in terms of the amount of actors and the storyline that it sort of eclipsed everything else, even though it was still in the drama category.
Yeah, Squid Games is like the BTS of Korean dramas, let's be honest, okay?
Yes.
It came through, it became an international sensation, and all other dramas cannot compare to the popularity of that drama. They may never reach that height of success.
Traditional television in general is losing popularity and losing funds, with the exception of live sports and live television shows. This really is no surprise that this is also happening in Korea too. Even though it seems like there's no other country that has taken the #1 spot away from Korea in Korean dramas, it does seem like Korea is still in the #1 spot in terms of popularity around the world, at least in Asia.
And I think that there's also kind of becoming a more of an international feel for dramas in general. Like, dramas from all over the world are starting to become more popular because of your main streaming services like Netflix and Apple Plus and all of these other ones. But Korean dramas are so well made and so well produced, and it's kind of hard to achieve that for some of these smaller, newer entertainment countries. I have to say though, it's very important to know that Korean dramas as we know them didn't exist before 1995. You had dramas that were much more similar to American style television that went on for year after year after year, multiple seasons. You know, will we return to that format? That's a big question. With the popularity of shows like Squid Games coming back and making a Squid Game 2, Squid Game 3, Korean dramas are finally going to go in a new direction. I've been watching dramas since they were like the indie, rare unpopular thing and talking about them with you guys because I wanted to share my love with dramas, thinking that if I said something and shouted it out into the world, that there would be other people who I could connect with who also had similar interests. I mean, you guys are out there. Are you out there? Hello? Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys have been doing lately. Are you watching dramas? Are you excited about the opportunity, the possibility of new genres of Korean dramas coming out? What are your thoughts on this one? That's it, you guys. Happy drama watching!